I guess like growing up, you've had pretty chaotic outside, but then internally you've been pretty calm. Was the next major event, was it what you described in the book, like having the NDE, the near-death experiences? Was that kind of the major shift in your trajectory?
Yeah, I would say that the idea of violence, because at that time there was the Vietnam War, and I was in no way, shape, or form going to become a violent being. So, therefore, as I developed my sense of adulthood, because I had graduated from school, I was attending college, I was a musician playing in, giving concerts around my local area. And there was always this dichotomy. I really didn't think I needed any more school because it wasn't giving me what I felt was necessary. And so at that time, that's when I had a ruptured appendix. And even though it sounds very odd for a person to say this, well, maybe not so much. I guess many people will say that was a gift. And it was. This ruptured appendix, this medical crisis, was a gift. And from that crisis, I died for 1 minute and 45 seconds while they were trying to revive me with defibrillator paddles. And it was in that death experience that in leaving my body and experiencing what was beyond the physical, I came to understand that even the life that I was living, which was in my thoughts, a life of significant calm and significant consciousness and intelligence, kindness, and all of those wonderful attributes, one would say, there was something that was clearly missing. And this is when I was met on the other side of the physical world by some great guides who challenged me and said to me, I'm in death, the heart's not beating, I'm not breathing, they're trying to revive me. And I'm out there in the cosmos being schooled by some incredible guides. And they're telling me that I'm a failure. If I don't put myself forward in a much greater way, that I'm not myself, I'm an imposter. And I was given this life, and this wasn't about me. This is about every human being. And that's why I'm not making it a personal thing. They were basically telling me that every human life is a gift with unlimited potential, and that it is up to the human being to not play it safe, which they've clearly showed me that I had been, even though my safety was quite different than everyone else's, and that you needed to exert in a way that was able to achieve your wildest imagination and your greatest dreams. And every single one of us has that wild imagination and those great dreams. And maybe we had them as a child and cut them off because life became very burdensome. Or maybe we've kept them alive and they torment us because we're not achieving them. And so what I did was, when I came back into life, I made it very clear. I mean, it wasn't easy, but when I came back into life in the hospital, I made it very clear that I was not going to take any more of the easier path. I was going to pursue the dreams that are deep inside of me. We have a great friend, a mutual friend in Tony and Sage. And, he has the same attitude. Ever since I've known you, I've known that you have that same attitude. Each one of us, in our own different ways, have this attitude. Every entrepreneur has this attitude that I can do this, even though I'm not working for someone, I'm not doing something that everybody else knows how to do. I may be doing something that I don't even know how to do, but I'm going to learn it as it unfolds. That's the spirit. And I was gifted that spirit at that age. And by my experience of dying in a hospital. And the end result was that the rest of my life became a continuous unfolding of that effort. And what a better thing to do in living your life is to continually unfold your dream.